Greetings my fellow LEGO fans, welcome to my channel!
Hello everyone!
And welcome to my 250th video! And that's the reason you see Julia back in action. For the special videos, she is always ready to join the party. And it's a double celebration. Also reached my 250th subscriber. Well, today there are 262. Woohoo!
Yay!
It's skyrocketing. I guess a rather decent part will be because of Julia's guerrilla marketing. Hey, there's a channel! Watch it! Always totally pushing. You always need support, and if your loved one supports you, it's even better. She's also the main sponsor of this channel, as you might have noticed in some videos when I mentioned it.
Only the best for the best.
Like Greg said, you're a keeper. So, but no pressure. Yeah, and I thought, what should we build today? You like Lego and the idea behind it, but you're not much of a builder, at least not right now. So I thought something too big for just a normal video would be a bit much. And then it came to me, there's a set with two little fellows, and one of them is even smaller. And that could be something Yoda would also like. The Mandalorian and the child, as we now know, Grogu. Name is a bit weird, at least when you first heard it, but the more often you hear it, the better it sounds. Yeah, Grogu. It has a nice and somewhat warm sound.
Yeah.
It sounds even a bit cuter than Yoda.
Yeah, definitely.
Yoda sounds maybe a bit wiser, but Grogu is the sweet, but it's the connection to the picture you have in your head when you hear it.
Yeah.
So,
like always.
Maybe we should make an experiment and ask people who have no idea what we're talking about what they think of the two names. Enough blabbering, you are used to it on my channel. I always start talking and don't stop.
Not on my level.
Yeah. But now I think you guys want to see it, and we are a bit tension to finally get something to build. And yeah, so let's build Mando and the child. I'll simply open it. I guess you want Grogu. I'll go with Mando. Matching the shirts. Well, I got both of them, but here's Mando too. Let's open the bag.
Let's do it.
So, you may be wondering why the knife when there's a punch tab. But even if I throw away the box, I hate ruining the boxes. When you just make this, what Lego thinks we should do is just pure carnage. Now you also know why I always use tools. So,
I think people didn't sleep because of that question.
yeah, I'm pretty sure. Or have nightmares because why is he working so inefficiently? But if you want to keep a box, you can have a nice box. You just have to be a bit careful. So,
it's always good to have boxes.
And talking about boxes, away with it. So, and I guess we all know the game. We have boxes, and we have manuals, and we have trash. So, Grogu for you, Mando for me. And now the question is, are they mixed up or has everyone his own bags? Yeah, right.
There's a 1 and there's a 2.
Yeah, reading helps. Read the manual. So, here are your number 1 bags. And I'll take number 2. So, and I would say we just get the
Okay.
pieces out and then start building. No?
Okay.
Attention, it's getting loud.
Was it okay to just open it or will have to be a thing?
It's okay. Just rip it open and pour it out and have fun. It's all about enjoying building something. Well, this time I couldn't say build something creative, but it's a bit like meditating, I would say, when you build according to the instructions. So, now for our viewers, let's see if we have something special. Yeah, Mando,
Or
of
printed.
course. Prints always necessary.
Oh,
Mando has a rifle, of course. I think there's also something coming on to make it longer. Anything else? Yeah, cool. Silver. Lighting isn't the best in front. Silver lightsaber hilt. Guess this will be the blasters for the backpack. And yeah, print. And there was another one. Just saw it.
really?
Where is it
Print?
gone? Yeah, print. Yeah. The part for the helmet and shoulder. And I think, as far as I can see on the picture, that's it for Mando. And
Is there anything special?
yeah,
The brain.
you have it. You have at least 2 prints too. The eyes, always printed. The typical Brickheadz eyes. Yeah, I don't have any. You don't see the eyes under the helmet, but this is the way.
There's a third one. An extra.
Yeah, always. I think there's really always an extra eye with it. And yeah, as you said, the pink bricks, essential to every brickhead.
Bit smaller for
The
Grogu.
brain, yeah, he's small. Funny thing is, the Homer Simpson brickhead doesn't have a 2x2 brick. I think he doesn't even have a 1x1. I think he has a 1x1 plate or something like this. I don't have him, but I think his brain ain't more than this.
It should have a pen.
Yeah, a crayon.
Ah, yeah. Yeah.
Push that. If you don't know what we're talking about, watch The Simpsons. Really cool episodes, maybe a bit, but overall, great show. Not as cool as this, but yeah.
Yeah, Star Trek.
Yeah, but Mandalorian is a bit different.
You're right, definitely.
Yeah. Let's get out of the closet. A little outing. We both think Star Trek is... It's hard to say better, but it's different and it's more
Science fiction.
of our kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely more science fiction. I would say Star Trek is probably more the
Star Wars. You mean.
Star Wars. Thanks. Is probably more
Fantasy.
technical fantasy or something like that. It's a nice story if you don't overdo it and don't go too Disney-like.
But you have to admit, there are also some very unrealistic things in Star Trek too.
Yeah, and some pretty stupid things and stuff like that. But that's what you have everywhere.
We love it.
Yeah. And what makes the Mandalorian, for example, really special? It's like a space western.
Yeah, really cool.
It has the old western feeling and everything, and yeah, it just stands out.
And I think space western is something new, isn't it? Or are there any other kind of space western? If you know any, let us know.
Yeah, there are some crossovers like cowboys and aliens, but it's a western with aliens, so it's not a space western. Space western would be a cartoon series, well, more animated series because it's really much anime style, Galaxy Rangers.
Ah, sure.
Yeah,
I loved it.
with cowboy hats
They were cool.
and bandanas and riding on horses,
They were
robot
cool.
horses. Yeah. Real steel horses.
But weren't a funny fact about the switched people in Japan and the Western world?
No,
Who is
this
the
was
boss?
that
Oh,
was Saber Rider.
Ah, sorry.
Here in Europe, we had Saber Rider as the boss of the gang, and then there's also Colt, the US cowboy, always really cool. And what's the Japanese guy called? I think
I'm so bad with
was the
names.
nickname just Thunderbolt or something like that, or was this the vehicle he was driving? I'm not sure, but in Japan, he was the leader of the gang. For us, we got the British elegant Saber Rider.
Didn't make any sense.
Yeah. To be honest, I have no idea what they were called in Japan. I guess not Saber Rider and the Star Sheriffs. Maybe just Star Sheriffs. Their big ship. I think the name of the ship is the name of the show.
Oh. So like Voyager.
Yeah, Voyager, Enterprise, and in that case it's the... Let me know in the comments! Boy, you gotta work for your show today. So, I think we should start building
Okay.
and just talk besides. And yeah. So... Sorry.
I'm a bit confused today.
Yeah, you haven't
Only
built
today.
a Lego set in quite a while, so...
It's a long time ago, so I was a bit confused.
And I'm rather sure you didn't meet a lot of Technic pieces
No.
in your days when you
no.
were playing with Lego.
No.
And the one
Long,
little,
long time ago.
the new stand we built at the Lego shop, I think
Yeah.
1.5 years ago or something like that. It's already been a while since you
Yeah.
played with some bricks.
What do you estimate? How many sets have you built so far?
Well, in the recent time, just thinking about the 250 videos, some sets went over a few videos, like the Saturn V. I think in total, with the whole Journey to the Moon videos I also made for it, 20 videos alone for the Saturn V and the Lunar Lander.
Okay.
The Batmobile had 8 videos and the Volkswagen Beetle 3. So I think during the YouTube time, I guess I've built about 215, 220 sets. Well, some of them really small, just the polybags with 40 pieces and stuff like that. But yes, somewhere around that number, I think. And yeah, I guess in my childhood, more years and less sets. But yeah, you just have what you get, and you
Sure.
can just go and buy everything you like.
Yeah.
You also shouldn't do that as an adult, but yeah, from time to time, stuff happens. And yeah, you just fall completely into the abyss of collecting. And yeah, but the basement in the box with my childhood Lego pieces, it's also quite a bit, so couldn't estimate it, but I was a rather pleased kid. Got a lot of things to play and also a lot of Lego.
And who did buy you the most, you would say?
I would say my mom. Well, of course, spent most of the time with her, and of course, she also was the one who also always had to keep me a bit down when I was going, oh, mommy, look, this, and this, and this, and this. And yeah, of course, there wasn't only Lego, there was action figures, Ghostbusters, Masters of the Universe, Turtles, Turtle Power, awesome, Kawabanga. Yeah, and also Playmobil. Am I allowed to use the P word in a Lego video? I'm not sure. No, we are all civilized and cultivated people, so I don't think too many people would get angry if I talk about Playmobil while building a Lego set.
Who is civilized? Sorry.
Somewhat.
No, wrong word, but you did understand me, so.
I think we got you. Yes.
It's not my mother tongue. But I think you have thought it.
Yeah, they are used to funny pronunciations. Some even say that at least from time to time I sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger. To be honest, I don't hear it when I watch my videos. But
me neither, but yeah.
There were some small scenes where I thought, yeah, now I know what you mean.
Do you remember which scenes?
No.
Okay.
It's just the blink of an eye where I get the feeling, oh, that's what they're talking about.
Next time you have to tell me.
Yeah, maybe even set a marker in the video description or something like that.
Yeah, sure. Would be funny.
Yeah. Another thing about video description, words are hard. In the description you can also find a link to Julia's Instagram profile. You can see a lot of really beautiful pictures there when she's doing her morning walks or lunch walks or afternoon walks or whenever she is out. And there's something nice. Photo like a Japanese tourist.
Kind of.
Yeah, that's the one good thing about the whole situation right now with the pandemic and all the shit happening right now. Maybe I should beat it out. We'll see. And yeah, she was just starting to run around our town and she found some really nice spots.
Yeah.
You wouldn't find just living here.
Yeah.
Just
That's
here
true.
and yeah, there's the city and
Yeah.
that's it. But she was on her touristy ways. And so, if you're interested in our city or anything else where we've been, well, of course not lately, but some time ago, and in the future when everything is getting a bit better, of course we also will be roaming the world.
Yeah, well.
You can always have some nice pictures there, and you can also see what she's having for lunch or dinner or breakfast or whatever.
Yeah, if
Some
you
really like it, so maybe
if you start food blogging, there's no way to get out of it. But it's funny.
as long as you have fun doing it,
Yeah.
it's always great. Just do what you like. Did I cut you off? I think you wanted to say something.
No.
I'm always talking and talking and
No,
talking.
that's fine. As I told you, I'm confused today, so.
Don't worry. If you watch enough other people building Lego sets, there are some more obvious things the instructions tell you to do, and we all get it wrong from time to time, so
Okay.
Just take it apart. If it's completely wrong, build it again and everything is fine. And here's a cool technique for the jaw line of the helmet. It's not locked inside, not mounted on a stud. You just make the one half and one plate and the other half, and then you just slide it in here and you have the bottom half. Really cool. Amazing what they come up with. I think I would never think of that and would make special pieces and stuff like that and ruin the company. But they can do it on their own, so they don't need me for that. And that's the reason why they didn't offer me a job now. I think that's the only reason. Not that I didn't apply or something like that, or wouldn't like to move to Denmark.
Could be a nice country.
Nothing against Denmark, but yeah, I'm here and here's everything fine. I know everything.
I think we don't know much about Denmark, so
Yeah,
it could be cool to visit one time.
but I have to admit it would have to be a really great offer to get me there. Yeah, and speaking of errors, I also missed a step somewhere. An early step. Yep. But at least it's easy to. Where did I go wrong? Ah, here. Okay. So I just missed a plate. Need any help or just puzzling along?
I can't imagine.
Sometimes the turning is a bit irritating. The one time you need a brick separator. So,
At least you have much to laugh today, so.
I don't think it's that anybody would laugh at you for just making a little oopsie.
Oopsie.
I have a brain. Was really funny.
But thank you, darling. So.
You're welcome. Was really funny when I built the Frankenstein monster for Halloween. The brain. That's the one of the videos I had most fun doing,
Okay.
and I think the only video. No, I don't think. I know the only video with makeup. Just to make me a really weird professor
You
making
could,
experiments.
you could wear makeup more. So, Fasching-Dienstag is coming. This is our kind of.
Carnival.
Yeah, do you in the US or in the UK have similar like that?
That's a good question. I haven't heard
People
about it.
take
Yeah, they just wear costumes.
like at Halloween, but not Halloween is to scary people. But there you also have all kind of
Yeah.
costumes. So.
You have princesses and wizards, but also the
Pirates.
nice kind. Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, always a
Yeah.
costume the kids love, and also some adults. And yeah, everybody's freaking out a bit and just having fun.
And we love to eat kind of, we call it Krapfen, parts of Germany call it Berliner, and a possible kind of translation is donuts, but they don't have a hole in the middle, but they often are filled with jam.
Yeah.
But not necessary. They're also.
Not necessary. Yeah, it's pretty much a bun made of something like donut dough.
It would be definitely cool if we had
And-
one to show. So, but we haven't one.
Yeah,
So
funny thing, no, none here.
maybe in one of the next videos.
Yeah, and powder sugar on top usually. And you can have it filled with jam, as Julia said, and or of course
Nougat.
different flavors. Usually you have apricot. You can also have strawberry. I think those are the
Vanilla,
most
but
common.
that's sick.
Some fill it with vanilla. Blah. Nougat isn't too bad, and pistachio. Ooh, we had one from pistachio.
That was cool.
From an Italian restaurant, and the Italian version is, at least they say so, is called bomboloni.
Maybe
That
Italian
sounds nice.
fans could tell us if that's true.
Yeah.
Or if they
If
like.
you're Italian, let us know. Bomboloni, is that everything or just something special?
Yeah.
And yeah, at least Italians know what we're talking about when we say Carnival for Fasching.
Sure.
The people around Venice, they should definitely know. It's pretty much the same, I think. Maybe a bit different history where it came from and what's really happening, but right now it's the same party.
But it must be really cool there
Yeah.
because there are more.
The beautiful masks
Yeah.
and the hairstyles and hats and the
Italians have more style.
really wonderful gowns. I think
Not
gowns is
just
the
beer drinking
the
like
beautiful-
in Austria.
beer and schnapps and who's first under the table. Yeah,
You can't generalize this,
No.
but yeah,
some people just completely overdo it.
yeah. But
Like they overdo
everywhere,
everything.
I think so.
Yeah,
That's.
but it's a really funny time.
And there's a cute story about Krapfen. My mom is from a very rural area, and there in older times, but maybe also today, when there was a wedding, the whole village was kind of invited by the Auszug. When the groom and the bride leaves the church, people were standing on the side, and they threw Krapfen, small Krapfen in paper to the people, and they
To
can
the crowd, yeah.
eat it in the crowd. Yeah. Sorry, so
But as far as I know, without the Krapfen, without filling.
Yeah,
Because otherwise, even if they are packed and you throw them, it would be a mess
Yeah.
inside the paper bag. So just the bun. But a cool tradition, I would say.
yeah, very nice. It was a highlight of the week for the kids. And there were also kind of challenges. Who gets me more of them?
So that's pretty much the Halloween version. Who has more candy? Who has more Krapfen? When is the next wedding? We need more Krapfen.
Oh, sure. I love sweets.
That could be some of the moments where people hear Schwarzenegger when I just go so. We need more.
Ah, I understand that.
We need more Krapfen. I think if I would do the whole woo, then maybe some could think it sounds
But
a
it
bit
would be
like that.
interesting. US fans, do you also think that he sounds like Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, I mostly hear it from one of my
Swiss?
Swiss subscribers and friends. He always says, your English sounds so funny, and always like Schwarzenegger.
To us, Swiss accent sounds cute.
Swiss accent is so nice.
Yeah.
It's just so sweet.
Yeah.
Even not only the accent, their wording.
They have nice wordings. Yeah.
Everything is with a something Lee. It's always the Verniedlichung. They make everything cuter.
Sounds cuter.
Yeah. Like you say dog, and in Switzerland it would be immediately doggy. There is no dog, there's a doggy.
Good example.
It's everything, it sounds like it's a little bit smaller and tiny and cute and sweet and yeah.
But when I see a dog, it's always, oh, you cute little boy.
Yeah.
That's me. I love
That's
dogs.
our reaction. But
Especially big dogs, sorry.
But we say dog.
I say darling, sweetie, cutie.
Yeah, but we don't say to every dog doggy.
That's true.
That's just when it's a small dog, then it's a doggy.
Yeah.
Well, in fact, I'm sure the people from Switzerland also say dog. But usually what they say sounds like everything is smaller.
To us. So please correct us.
Yeah. Instead of chocolate, shocky.
But it would be interesting how the Austrian accent sounds to other German speakers.
Yeah.
I think we could sound a bit like an old waiter. So a bit grumpy. Or a bit like we talk to a king. We would like to impress and be happy. But in reality, we hate this king, so.
Yeah, polite in the front, but you would immediately step his back when you get the chance. Yeah, the Austrian way of interacting with others, always polite, always nice. No, not really. It's a mixture. It's you act like you were being polite, but I think most of the time the others should, if they are not completely out of this world, understand that not everything is meant the way.
But when we visited the Viennese cafe around our wedding day last year, we had the feeling that the waiter there was really acted grumpy, but not really was grumpy.
Yeah, they put on a show,
Yeah. That was funny.
It was because sometimes
Tourist expected.
we like to watch videos of people who visited, for example, Vienna.
Yeah.
And the culture shock.
I love such videos.
They always talk about them. And one of the main points is that Austrian and especially Viennese waiters are grumpy, and some even think they are rude because there's just no small talk.
No.
Waiters just come to the table, give you the menu, and then maybe
They leave
I ask
you
you
alone.
instantly what you want to drink. Then they move on, bring you what you wanted, ask you if you have decided what you want to eat. Then they move on. There is no small talk and something like that. Of course, there are waiters that do small talk and waiters don't. Also depending, do you know him or not? But usually it's more, we leave you alone, you are our guest, we will do everything that you are fine, but we just don't want to annoy you. In fact, they just take a bit back and take themselves a bit back, and to some tourists this comes like they are not really welcome. But that's not the case. It's just the Austrian way of politeness in restaurants. For example, if you're in a more rural area, you can, in fact, have the waiter or even the boss standing right next to you and just chatting with you and stuff like that. So
Especially if you come often there.
yeah, when they know you, then it can also be a bit annoying that they are always there. You don't always feel like
For
talking
us,
to
because we are
others.
used to it.
Yeah.
But there are also people who like that. So,
Yeah, of course.
like my parents enjoyed to hear about news about the family of the owner of a rural restaurant. They like to walk to have lunch, Sunday lunch.
Mhm.
I talk too much, so way behind.
Well, I feel like, yes, most of the time in the videos I do way too much talking. Do you remember any special Lego sets from your childhood days?
No,
Anything?
not really. Not at the moment. I would have to think about it.
Yeah.
But what would you say was your favorite set so far, or sets,
Phew,
if you can?
it's always a tough question, but one of the best sets I've built so far, I would say the Saturn V is really high level, and overall the bigger sets, of course, you have a longer time to build it and more details as far as they put details into the set. So yeah, the Saturn V and also the lunar lander, but it's also because I just love the idea of landing on the moon. So that's a bonus for those sets. But the Volkswagen Beetle, a really great set, and I'm also looking forward to the Mustang.
Yeah, Mustang.
Will also be really cool. So the big creator cars overall always look really great. Well, I wouldn't want to build the London bus.
Okay, why?
I think 22, 24 seats, everything the same, and overall at the end you have a red box on wheels.
Okay.
So if you're not too much into everything that's British is totally yours, I think it could be just a little bit boring.
Okay.
Well, it looks great when it's finished, but I think the building experience is a bit on the lower end of the scale.
And do you have a favorite video? Your own videos, of course, or not from other creators.
Favorite video? Yeah, I really enjoyed the videos for the Saturn V because they're, don't know, somehow I had the feeling it has to be something special, and so I really thought about it. When will I show what? Of course, step after step, because you can't just make the hull and then build the center or something like that. But I was also thinking about not making the rocket episode by episode by episode. So
Okay.
I think I made 2 or 3 videos for the rocket, and then another space themed video like the Women of NASA or
That was great.
generic Lego lunar rover, and but I also did some videos like my interview with President Kennedy just for
I
fun.
loved it.
It
I
was
loved
just an idea that popped in my mind. I thought, hey, just for the laughs, let's interview President John F. Kennedy. Yeah, why not? And yeah, maybe I should have interviewed Nixon after they returned. Maybe in 10 years or so to the next anniversary. Yeah. And otherwise, yeah, the Frankenstein monster video was really funny.
Oh, yeah.
That's also a video where the editing afterwards was funny with playing with filters and lightnings and something stuff like that. It was just test everything. No matter what it looks, it's a Halloween video. You can just go and try whatever you think could be funny. And that was somewhat relieving. Because otherwise, if you just make the videos, yeah, you're having fun building it, but you also think it should something, yeah, like something you could call it looks good. So you should have somewhat useful lighting, and you should at least see if it's red or blue or something like that. If everything is just one mix, nobody will like the video, and you yourself won't have a lot of fun editing it and putting it online. And so, and when you're doing a funny Halloween video, for example, you can just go all crazy, and whatever it looks like in the end, it was on purpose.
Of course.
That's what it's meant to be. Nobody can tell. And that's really cool. Otherwise, I don't think there's anything too special. Sometimes it's just a few seconds where during recording have an idea what I can make with the video later when I'm editing it. For example, when I built the VW Beetle, in the end I had the idea I could have him running through the picture and play an authentic sound of a beetle just passing by, and yeah, that's really funny. Or not too long ago, the speed champions Ford Mustang were in the, let's call it credit at the end. I also put in a real 68 Mustang starting the engine, and so you just hear the V8. It's just such an awesome sound, and yeah, it was really, those are the small points that make it really funny to do. Then you just add a little extra, so the cherry on top. And yeah, the pot takes its shape.
Just a short break because my sister and my niece were here, and she brought us
some really delicious and nice pastries. I don't want to tilt it too much, but looks really yummy.
It will be a great dessert, but we will taste it after the meal. So.
Yeah.
No sweets before the meal.
First lunch, then the sweets. So.
Okay, then let's
continue building.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't have much left to build. Here are the spare pieces, so I can show you Mando right now. To be honest, we haven't seen a single episode of season 2. Not by now. We even lack of the last 2 episodes of season 1. We just didn't have the time right now.
Busy time.
Too much other stuff going on, and right now we're just too much on the Trekkie side also. So we're watching Next Gen and even DS9. for those who don't like DS9, you just have to get over the first 2 seasons.
Yeah.
From the 3rd season on, it's getting way better. There are episodes that are total crap, I have to admit, but the storyline overall gets way better, and the character development is also really great, at least for some. And now we're totally in Voyager, and so you just sit down, what are we gonna watch? Voyager, what else? So,
But we had season 6 at the end, so.
yeah, so soon we should have time to watch our little space cowboy with the knight's helmet. Funny combination. Has the western touch like a cowboy and wears a helmet like a knight. Everything you need. That's exactly what I want from Lego. Yeah, I want western sets, I want knight sets, and I want space sets. Give us just more Mando and everything is fine. Not really. Yeah, so anyway, here's Mando in the old armor, not with the fresh Beskar. And yeah, helmet looks really cool. The shape is awesome. I think it's pretty much the same as the Boba Fett Brickhead is built up. Haven't built that yet. Yeah, on the back, yeah, he has no jetpack. He has his long rifle. Really cool how they made it. Just a standard long rifle and a lightsaber hilt in between, and a whoopsie, and a bar with a clip in the front to get the fork end. Yeah, sits on his back, and he got a little blaster in his hand. And the cape is also really cool, the way it's built. Don't know if you can see it with that light, but it's just a bit torn here, and the end isn't straight, and yeah, really a cool fig. Love it. Minifigs are always funny, and this one is cool too.
Do you have a favorite minifig?
Favorite fig? Well, when it comes, for example, for the Brickheadz, it's hard to tell. Of course, Donald, Goofy, and Pluto are just so sweet. It's also the baby scheme they have in that ratio they get with the big head, and so they all look like it's the baby version of them.
That's true.
And so, otherwise, Marty McFly and Doc Brown are also really cool. The way they were made with the hair and stuff like that. It's also always amazing how some of the figs have the hair in a way you can really tell, yeah, that's their hairstyle. Yeah, one of the first Brickheadz I had was Black Widow, for example.
Oh!
And before that, I just had Captain America and Iron Man, so a covered head, no need for hair. And she was the first fig with hair, and I was completely, oh, wow, how did they do that? The different bricks they use in the different directions, and suddenly you have a hairstyle. Eventually, sometimes even a really recognizable hairstyle. So yeah, that's really interesting what they can come up with. And also people who mock Brickheadz and make their own ones, what they do is insane.
Oh, yeah.
Especially, well, now hard to show, but if a
You could
character,
link.
yeah, Tommy TV, for example, has a Brickhead army. I think there's not much he hasn't made as a Brickhead now. He got Star Trek Next Gen. He has the A-Team. He has, I think, the complete Duck family in his own way. He made Donald before we got Donald from Lego. He also has Scrooge McDuck. So some make really insane creations. And yeah, also when a face has some special attributes, like a scar across the face, they really achieve to make the scar.
What's your favorite Star Wars character?
Favorite Star Wars character? I think R2-D2.
Cute.
He's not much of a talker, so there's not much he could say that would make you like him less.
This video is not scripted.
Definitely not.
It's spontaneous.
It's just no, it's nearly live.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, synchro. But we don't have to talk all the time. I could just leave you build in silent so can concentrate on that and don't have to always think, what could I ask him? Oh my god, what's the answer to this question? So I think we'll just let Julia build a bit.
Oder?
So, and Julia has finished Grogu.
After many years.
Yeah, and here we have our two friends, Daddy Mando and Baby Yoda, the child, Grogu, whatever, the cute little green guy.
And the little hands.
Yeah, the tiny hands. On him, they are rather the right size. On other Brickheadz, they're just ridiculous. But here, they are really cute. And the pointy ears. And the crib, egg, whatever he's sitting in, is also really nice. Yeah, how did you like the build?
It was cool.
Yeah, so that's it so much for the set. And yeah, one thing, would you like to see her in more videos? Then simply leave a comment. Just leave a little heart or something like that in the comment.
Aww.
So we know we like Julia and maybe I can convince her to be in more videos. Maybe we could even start streaming Sunday evening. You can have just us sitting here building something and you can go and look at those two funny doing their stuff. No. So if you want to see her, let me know. Let her know. My opinion doesn't count that much. I would have you on every video. So, yeah, it's really fun building together.
It's a cool set, I love it.
And there are other sets that are easily to be built together. For example, the big modulars. One builds the one floor, the other one builds the other floor. I think there are even separate instructions. Or One has the book and the other one has a digital version in front. So, yeah, I would say let's wrap it up.
Yep.
With a lot of fun. Maybe you have something interesting heard from me, us, her, whatever. If you have any questions, just
Drop it.
drop a comment. And I'll say that's it. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Das dann in die Outtakes, was ich da gerade reden, ist irgendwie lustig.
Na gut, gehen wir's an. Habe ich schon mal gesagt, gell?
Ist wurscht.
Gut. Klappe, Action! Baby Shark. Between and the... Upsi. Tommy TV zum Beispiel.
For example.
Ja.